Well, I've come around to Steve Burridge's stables and I've managed to catch up with a returning Simon Kok. Simon, great to have you back here in Singapore. You've just finished your stint in Tasmania. Just tell us how it all went for you.
It was great to be back here and have a very great experience in Tassie. And firstly is the weather over there and different environment from Singapore.
And tell us about the experience. I had a look, 4 winners for you in total. It didn't all go smoothly. Your last ride, I think, was on the 24th of February, and after that you had a little bit of an injury. Just tell us about the experience as a whole, obviously the winners, the experience, and also the injury. What happened?
At first when I went there, to be honest, wasn't that easy to start off the racing over there. I have to cope with the different environment and different tracks, and the horses as well, they are more younger over there. Take me about 3 weeks to get my first winner, and things to start alright and start to get a bit more support in two months.
And what was the biggest difference, Simon? Obviously you mentioned the weather. I imagine the tracks, because we've only got one here, being Kranji, but you obviously rode a couple of different tracks there in Tasmania.
Well, they have 3 different tracks over there, like Launceston and Longford. They are much more shorter home straight, and Launceston they are more likely Moonee Valley track, so it's a bit more tactical track, and unlike Singapore, they are much more neutral track.
And you rode on some big days there as well. Obviously they had a few of their cup races and their derby and their guineas. I mean, that must have filled you with quite a lot of excitement to be riding on a big day's racing in Tasmania.
Called Settle a Stone. The horse ran in a cup race, and I got a couple placings, which is a very good experience for me.
And obviously now that you're over the injury, you were telling me it was an ankle injury that you sustained when a horse sort of reared up on you. Looking forward to getting back. I see you've got your old pal Autumn Rush to look forward to.
Yeah, I can't wait to be back with Autumn Rush, because he was my first winner horse, and obviously he gave me 3 winners, so I'll be very happy to be back on him this week.
And Simon, if I had to ask you for the one thing that you learnt, the most sort of valuable thing that you learnt in Tasmania, what would that be?
I think the first thing is discipline. Hard work there, not easy, but when you hard work, you will learn much more, and things will just keep on coming.
And obviously you would have kept an eye on the apprentice premiership here in Singapore. Obviously you've got a little bit of catching up to do. I dare say you're going to hope to boot home plenty of winners now in the last 8 months of the year.
Well, I wouldn't put much pressure on myself since I got back on my injury, so I just take on easy for my first week and just trying to work it out from there.
Well, Simon, we wish you well and good to have you back.
Thank you.
Come on, Simon.